We all lose on the path to our greatness, and it's about overcoming and never quitting and never giving up.
Winning is for the obsessed. You must be obsessed if you want to win. You must be obsessed with the goal, the journey, the outcome, the experience, the rejections, the resilience, the grit. And throughout that journey, as you hit these micro wins, celebrate them and then lock back in.
When you lose the passion to breathe fresh air anymore and you don't want to live, you're in a terrible place. Maybe I was finished in my body, but my mindset was that strong and I believed that I was going to win. That if you believe it first with the mind, anything's achievable.
So many times you have this misconception that winners are something special, that they're part of a pedigree. And that's not the truth, man. Not at all.
I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm not going to worry about anybody else doing what they're doing, because they're going to have to go home at night and they're going to have to decide whether or not they were doing the right thing. Not me.
So when you're celebrating mediocrity and you think like, that's okay, that is accepting being a loser in your life.
And the idea of just living an okay life just sounds so terrifying to me, that the freedom to fail over and over again is still more fulfilling to me. At least it feels like it's real than walking through kind of on autopilot.
And of course, a lot of losers, they operate from a place of fear and doubt, right? Well, what if this goes wrong? Like, what if I try and live my dreams and this goes wrong? Or what if I try and do this and it doesn't work out? Doubt, right? Okay, so you do something and it doesn't work out, you fail, and then you get back up and you do it over again. And you learned one way that doesn't work, maybe this next way will work.
I'm all in. I trained my ass off.
And the more I trained, the more I was getting better and better by the day.
You were put on this earth to do this. Where I was so focused on where I was gonna go in my career, wherever that was gonna take me. You know that point in your life when all your friends start to get married? Yeah. It's like wedding after, and I'm out. I didn't go to anybody's wedding. I'm too busy. I don't have time for that kind of shit. All I gave a fuck about was work.
The people that are winning in life is because they probably spent a better part of a decade losing. They just got really good at taking risks, experiencing hardship, having failures, and then getting back up and demonstrating grit and resilience and pushing through, even knowing that they might fail again, have more hardship, and have to deal with more rejection. That is the formula for winning.
First of all, one thing about me is I love adversity. Some people fold under adversity. Some people can't deal with chaos. Some people can't handle the pressure. I love that shit. And that's what gets me up in the morning. I eat that shit for fucking breakfast. Negativity on social media, negativity from the media, negativity from whoever they are that are out there talking shit. I love that shit. And that's what motivates me and gets me going. So the more you give me, the more you energize me, the more you make me go. I thrive in chaos.
It is now, right now. The biggest mistake from the past that we keep making is looking at the past. Too much value to the past. We are now. We are now. We are here. We are one species. We are one race. We're here.
But being a man, think about it. I'm one dude. I don't care who likes me. I'm going to attack you head on. You're going to see my face. I'm not going to cower. I'm going to call you the out. I'm going to bring my because I earned that.
See, not a lot of people will tell you this, but winners put so much pressure on themselves. It's the metaphorical gun to the head that will get you to do the things that you ought to do. You should be a formidable man, that you should be someone who's lean and athletic, who's intelligent and well-spoken, who has the means and the ability to manage his finances, who carries some level of emotional intelligence, but you lack all of that and you're a man-child. You're still living off of impulsive desires instead of very predictable duties. As a man, you have to outline, what are my duties? And your duty is to attack your goals, to chase your dreams, to set dates and deadlines that you want to achieve these. And these dates and deadlines must become non-negotiable for you.
You don't feel great. I don't always feel great. But this feeling is passing. It's only a few minutes. You have to suffer a bit, and then you get to feel great for hours and days after. In a way, you can look at it as alcohol in reverse. Alcohol will give you this short, fleeting pleasure for an hour, for a couple of hours, but then you will be paying for it with long-term negative consequences.
At some point, you're going to have to be a man and realize that pornography, video games, television, social scrolling, alcohol, weed, all these things that you use as distractions to avoid and escape your realities, your frustration of being a loser, they dig you deeper into that hole of being a loser. All of those vices that I just listed, you've got to eliminate, because you may not be addicted to all of them. You might be addicted to some of them, but I can tell you all of them are some form of dependency, meaning you depend on it to fall asleep. You depend on it to take the edge off. You depend on it to relax.
Because at the end of the day, the efficiency of our brain is limited by how much sugar and oxygen our heart can push through blood to our brain. So how can you make this go faster? Or how do you make your lungs more efficient? How do you make your heart more efficient in doing that? Physical activity is the only way, I know. So it's not just staying healthy or trying to look good. It's also being productive. It's also being stress resilient. All of these qualities are necessary if you want to run a large company, if you want to start a company.
Don't be afraid to state your facts is the biggest thing, because the world is being ran by fear. You have the idea, you say it out loud, like if you had Tourette's. Say your truth out loud. If you hate Ye, you hate me, say that out loud. Say whatever you feel out loud. Like you say it non-violently.
Why don't you guys just operate like there was a gun to your head? If you operate like there was a gun to your head, you wouldn't just wake up and hit the snooze button. If you knew that someone was gonna pull the trigger, bang, you're dead. If you hit the snooze button, you're gonna hop out of bed before that alarm goes off. If you knew there was a gun to your head, then you are going to make sure that you don't screen sick. You're going to make sure that you drink your water and not eat the processed foods and the energy drinks and coffee. You're going to make sure that you have some kind of goal with a definitive date attached to it. You're going to make sure that you get up every day and you work towards those goals by taking micro steps towards achieving those goals in life, right? You're going to make sure that you treat your body like a temple and not a dumpster. If there was a gun to your head, all of a sudden you have impulse control. All of a sudden you know how to avoid distractions. All of a sudden you have this magical ability to stay focused. Why? Because you're going to operate like there's a gun to your head. That is what separates winners from losers, my friend.
When you're uncomfortable is when you grow. We know that from the gym. When you're uncomfortable is when you grow. So I like being uncomfortable in life.
All of your dreams and ambitions are not just going to magically come true because you just, wake up, social scroll, hit the snooze button, fall back asleep, brush your teeth with a stick of Cheetos, and then eventually maybe sort of you get to the gym, and when you do, you're scrolling and texting and TikToking and Instagramming and all this bullshit while doing a mediocre workout. You don't break a sweat during your workout because you were unfocused, unstructured, and you came in with no game plan. But winners come in with a game plan. I'm up in the morning with a game plan to attack my workout because all of that has been pre-planned before I step into the gym.
I want to do stuff that I've never done before. I want to feel so uncomfortable I can't stand it, but I want to be able to manage it.